Dear God, you are the creator of all things. You are the true source of light and wisdom, origin of everything. Please let a ray of your light penetrate the darkness of my understanding. So, today, children, we are going to take up a topic, geometry basics, and in that we are going to discuss on point, line segment, ray and surface. The word geometry comes from two words, geo means earth and metry means to measure. Geometry is extremely important for surveying, astronomy, navigation, and building. You might have heard the person Columbus. He corrected his westward course by celestial navigation, right? So, what does it mean by navigation? In navigation, navigators find their position on the Earth's surface by observing the location of the stars. It means it is the process or activity of accurately ascertaining one's position and planning and following a route. You also know that astronomy is the science which deals with celestial objects, space, and the physical universe as a whole. You might have seen civil engineers at the construction projects. What do they do there? They do their land survey. So, what is that? It is a process for determining distances and angles between points on land. So, let's get familiar with some basic geometrical concepts. Now, we are going to discuss on point. A point shows an exact position in space. Since it does not have any size, it cannot be seen. However, we use dots to represent points and capital letters to name them. You may think of a tip of a needle giving the idea of a point. Does it have length, breadth, or height? No. So, a point does not have length, breadth, or height. Now, let's see what is a line. The word line refers to a straight line. You may have different types of lines, say horizontal, vertical, zigzag, curves, shapes. You may also have spiral, okay? But we are not talking on those lines. When we say about line, we refer to a straight line. It does not have any end point and it can be extended indefinitely in both directions. It is named by a small letter of English alphabet or two capital letters marked on it. See the figure given here. This represents a line AB. You can see the arrowheads written on top of AB. These arrowheads indicate that the line extends endlessly in both directions. It is sufficient to label a line AB as AB and draw the symbol of line, that is arrowheads on top of AB, Okay, the second figure you can see that in a surface line MN is written. Okay, this can be also written as with small letter m. So either you can write line MN as line M also. But when you are writing with single letter, that should be written in small alphabets. Okay. Now, as we said that a line does not have any definite length. In practice, only a portion of the line is drawn on a paper. Okay, you can see or you may think of a white line on the road which gives you some idea of a line. But in practice, we can have the lines with a part of it drawn on a paper. Yes, very important. You have to remember that line AB can also be written as line BA. Fine? Now try it out. If 1 point is given, how many lines you can draw which pass through it. And you may see that infinite number of lines can pass through one given point. But if you are given two distinct points, then and if you are asked to draw a line which passes through those two distinct points, then how many lines can you find it out? Yes, only one. That is, only one line can pass through two distinct points. Now let's see what is line segment. Line segment is a part of a line which has definite length. Definite length means it has some fixed length. It can be in millimeters, it can be in centimeter, however the big unit or the small unit, but it has some measure, right? So it can be measured and you cannot extend it further as you wish. Okay, now when you want to name, it can be named by its end points. See the figure given here. You can see a line given there. You can see the blue line. Okay, and with a part of it in between you can see the pink portion is shown. So a part of a line. So when you are thinking of a pink portion, that represents a line segment. Fine? See the figure, line segment or AB is shown over here. It is named by its endpoints. Yes, you can write line segment AB is equal to line segment BA also. What gives the idea of the line segment? Just you can see that edges of the ruler, edges of the book, edges of the table, to mention a few, are the examples of line segment. Now let's see what is a ray. Perhaps the pictures may give you some idea. You can see here sun ray, candle rays, a beam of light from a lighthouse, beam of light from a torch also you can see here, right? So, what is a ray? It is also a part of line which extends indefinitely in only one direction. That is a ray. So, how many endpoints it has? It has only one endpoint, and The ray is named by its end point and any point on it, and that too you have to write by two capital letters of English alphabet. The initial point is the first letter and you have to see in which direction it goes on and on. That will be your second letter. Now, as we said that it has no definite length, in practice only a portion of the ray is drawn. Okay, the arrowheads on one side indicates that the ray can be extended indefinitely in one direction. Now listen here carefully where you have to be alert. Ray AB is not same as ray BA. Why? Because you can see that in ray AB, A is the end point. See the first figure on the left hand side. A is the end point and in B direction it goes on and on. So it is represented as ray AB and with an arrow above it, and you can see that in B direction it goes on and on. So arrowhead is shown above B. But when you are writing say ray BA or you want to represent ray BA, it means that B is the end point, or you can say that B is the initial point and in A direction it goes on and on. But you have to take a note that the symbolic ray always has the arrowhead on the right side, regardless of the direction of the ray. Now we will see on plane. See the spelling here, Plane. It is not Plain. It's not that. So here you can see the objects shown here. They are having flat surfaces. They are not curved surface, right? Face of a mirror, green board, the tabletop, etc. They give some idea, or you may say that these are the examples of a part of plane. They are not the complete portion which shows plane. It is also a part of a plane. Thus, a plane is a smooth, flat surface that extends endlessly in all the directions. It has no boundary. See the figure given here. That is the picture which shows a plane. As I said, a plane does not have any boundary and it extends in all directions endlessly, right? The arrows you can see, they indicate that the plane extends in all the directions endlessly. When you are talking of a part of a flat surface, that is, you may think of a page or the surface of a table, that is a limited portion. So unlike a page or a flat surface of a table, a plane does not have any boundaries, right?